I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hello everyone's. I am here for Married to Medicine Season 6 Episode 11. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We're coming back from glasses being broke, turning into shanks, chairs getting tossed around, Heavenly saying your mama. So Aiden and Mariah, they're leaving. She's like, you know what? I'm tired of you talking about my mama. We're leaving. We've been arguing and fussing. We just not gonna do this. Mariah, she's more mad is Heavenly is always saying yo mama, and no one in the group is ever like, don't be talking about people's mama. Don't be talking about people's family. They consistently let her say yo mama, and nobody's like, hey, that's wrong. But my thing is, now y'all put this in the comment below. Would Mariah be wrong if one day she said back, at least my mama loves you? Now, I know that's it's wrong for Heavenly to be talking about her mama, but since you already talk about my mama, would she be wrong if she said, at least my mama loves me? I need y'all to drop that below, because I think people would be looking at Mariah's side out like, girl, that was wrong with you saying that, even though Heavenly is wrong from bringing in Miss Lucy into the situation, and Miss Lucy ain't got nothing to do with it. These are y'all two fighting. Now, if we two grown people and we argue back and forth, you say something about me, I'll say something about you. We don't bring in outside forces. We don't bring in husbands, children, mama, daddies, granddaddies. We don't bring in any outside forces. If I'm arguing with you, I'm gonna say something about you. Don't bring in family with that. But just tell me, would she be wrong if she say, at least my mama loves me? Y'all let me know. Drop that below. So it's the next morning. Contessa comes downstairs, says hi to everybody, goes to say hi to Toya. Toya's giving her the cold shoulder because she's mad because Contessa had to actually ask, would Toya actually hurt me on purpose? Now me, I don't think Toya would intentionally hit Contessa on purpose. But if I'm looking at this like I'm looking at it, and Toya has been talking about this girl like a dog, didn't want her on a trip in the first place, and then I see how you've been doing this, and then you would, of all people, she gets hit in the chest, in the area where she just recently had surgery at. I can see why she would ask. She didn't say she did it on purpose. She just wants to know, do you think she did this on purpose? Now, this whole subject wouldn't even brought up had Heavenly not gone down there and relayed the message. She was just asking, you don't think she would do that on purpose, do you? Like, that was a question. The way Toya was acting, one would think, well, maybe she did. I don't think she did, but you would question whether she hit Contessa in the chest or not. But now we gotta rally around Toya like, Toya, we know you wouldn't do it, but the way you've been acting towards her would make some question. Aiden and Damon, they apologized to each other. I'm sorry I said this. I'm sorry I said that. Just, they agreed it. Like, we need to talk to our wives. Like, leave family out of it. That's where Aiden's whole thing was. He wasn't getting right off because what Heavenly was saying about Mariah is like, you bringing in Miss Lucy in the situation, and Miss Lucy ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't bring in family into y'all argument. And he was like, yes, I agree, that's wrong. I'm gonna talk to her about breaking. Miss Lucy, every time she mad, she want to say your mama, like, yeah, she needs, can be controlled, about not be controlled, but she needs to handle that. Like, when you mad, just don't bring in somebody's mama. That's a sore spot for a lot of people. Like, no, he agrees she's wrong for that. Just tell your wife maybe she shouldn't be doing this. And they both agree. We friends, and them at cutting up several foods then cause us to have this little rift. But we over that now. I apologize, you apologize. We just gonna move on. The men get done with they doggone arguments just like that and just go back to like nothing happened. I just wish Mariah and Heavenly could do that. But as many times as she done said your mama to Mariah, I don't think that's gonna happen. So now Contessa and Toya's arguing. She's like, you hit me and you didn't even call and say I'm sorry. Like, she's like, I said I'm sorry. After it happens, like, you know, you're like, ooh, girl, I'm sorry. Like, that was immediately I'm sorry. But like, Contessa wanted her to come say, hey, I'm sorry. That was her whole thing. Is, like, you know you did this, but you didn't come to apologize whether you did it accidentally or not. You could apologize. She's like, you playing victim, and these two going back and forth. And finally was like, you know what? It is too exhausting, you know, to keep on arguing, and it's getting stale. Like, we can coexist and, you know, be cordial and not be throwing shade at each other. So, okay, we're going to do that. All right, they shaking hands and they ain't going about their business. Y'all, I was trying to figure out how Simone saying sexually that she is a basic girl caused the argument between Toya and Eugene, because they're just asking questions, and Simone says she herself, when it comes to sex, she is basic, but Toya is offended by this. She's just like, no. Then she and Eugene get to going back and forth. They arguing. The next thing you know is, if whoever's holding this biscuit, they can talk. If you're not holding the biscuit, then you can't talk. Or Simone's like, well, I have a biscuit right here, so can I talk? So she's like, no, it's this biscuit. Eugene grabs the biscuit, gives it to Simone. She's like, well, now I can talk. I'm just saying that me, myself, I am basic. And she's like, you shouldn't say that about yourself. Basic means lame when it comes to sex. And she was like, yes. And it's lame for Eugene to be masturbating when he has you there. Don't you agree? So then Toya's like, she get to fussing and fighting, and Eugene's like, you know, just let her say what she wants to say. If she wants to say basic, those words she want to choose. She's like, no. They go off to the side. She don't want him to talk. They argue back and forth. Everybody looking like, just because you said you was basic, these two arguing. I was like, I guess. So they come back to the table, and she's like, y'all, I'm sorry. I've been stressed out trying to plan this trip. Everything's going wrong. I done switched birth control, so that's trying to kind of making me hormonal and making me a little angry. And like everybody in that confession was like, we blame it on the birth control. Okay, you stick with that birth control, you know, defense. That's why you over cutting up several foods, yelling at Simone, yelling at Eugene. He had to tell her, you can't control everything. But you know, she want her and Contessa to get back to where they were. She's like, okay, I totally agree. I'm tired of arguing with you, Toya. It's exhausting. So they were on a boat, and Simone was like, Contessa is, you know, re-welcome back into the group. And she was like, well, I did just have surgery. So now Simone's like, why you keep on bringing up this surgery? We do not have dementia. We know you had surgery. You were always bringing it up. And I'm like, she's bringing it up when y'all mentioned she hasn't been around. They show a clip when she was on, they was on the bus, and somebody's like, you ain't been around because she's like, yes, because I had surgery. I've been at home recovery. It's not, she just walk in the room, y'all. You won't believe this surgery I will do. True, child. And she ain't doing that. It's not like, you know, you calling her up on the phone. Girl, what you doing? I want to come up. Girl, that might not be good because I just had surgery. And, all right, girl, I'm thinking about getting my hair cut into a bob. She's like, yeah, girl, that might be cute, but I had surgery, so I can't get my hair. She's not bringing it up in the sense of y'all just bringing it up into normal conversation. It's like, re-welcome to the group. But I haven't been around everybody because I have been recovering. That's why I haven't been around. She only brings up her surgery when it was, you haven't been around. Well, I haven't been around. Why? Because I just had surgery. They was going back and forth. I think Simone was a little bit of a drunk. She was a little bit drunk at that time, so maybe that's why she's fussing and fighting. So, y'all, that was the gist. It was a whole lot of arguing and fighting. One point, Mariah said she ain't going to talk about Simone and or Heavenly ever again. I'm not talking about Quad and Heavenly again. We shall see how that turns out. So that was the gist. If I left anything out, drop it below. If you're new to my channel, welcome, subscribe, hit your notifications on. If you're coming back third and fourth time and you don't know what you want to do, just keep on watching my videos. Hit subscribe. Make sure your notifications on. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.